GBN News understands that the mother and child that were hospitalized as a result of the accident are now comfortably rested at home. Meanwhile, the driver of the passenger bus, Kim Tobin, has been charged with causing death by reckless driving. The incident has brought about a series of questions as to what could have led to the bus losing control and the need for more frequent inspection of public transport, particularly buses. The police, through its Community Relations Department, says they have been making some observations and agree that once-a-year inspection is not sufficient. Department Head Superintendent Vanny Kerwin addressed the issue in a brief interview.
Once a year is not sufficient. You see, because a lot can happen in a few hours, a few weeks, a few days, and a few months. And if you're going to be carrying the nation's workforce, I think you should be held to a different standard than a private vehicle. So that is the thinking, but the law does not allow us to do that. We could only ask you to come back for a re-inspection if we have reasons to. But I think it ought not to be the case where the police think we need to re-inspect. It should be the law that there are probably more than one inspection for public service vehicle in particular during the year.
He says they are also looking at improving the mode of vehicle inspection.
What we inspect and how we inspect also need to be considered, because we look at the physical aspect of the vehicle with the naked eye, what we can see. We need to move now to the stage where probably we can hook your vehicle up to some sort of device that can give us, how the mechanism of the vehicle, the internal workings of the vehicle, how that sits with, with the integrity of the make and the model. And then there are the modifications of vehicles that we don't see with the naked eyes as well. We see the lights change and we see those physical thing changes, but we don't get into the engine, so we don't know what you're changing in there.
We also discussed the issue with experts in the field. Lincoln Victor of Threo's Auto Supply, who provide regular products to passenger buses, says the inspections should be done daily.
The drivers have an obligation to check the oil, whatever, before they leave home in the morning. And on weekends, they're supposed to do literally a general check. Check the brakes front, back, make sure everything is proper before they return to work, probably on a Monday. But another problem, one of the problems to some of the buses are being overworked. Again, they go the cheap way. They put used pieces of brakes on the bus. They shave the rotor more than once. So all of that is an issue. Some of the buses, they're not in good condition, or we say roadworthy.
The issue of the bus accident will be further discussed on Monday's Beyond the Headlines, where key stakeholders will look at overall safety and the need for legislative review of existing laws. Eugenia Peters, GBN News.